Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 2 of season 2. So if you want to skip through season 1, it's all good. We're back. A little 2-week hiatus. Had a little mountain bike injury, so a little fucked up.
Yeah. He walked in a little sore today.
Yeah, just a little bit sore. Had to send Jacob a video of my amazing accident.
Yeah, it was kind of scary at first. I had to call him and say, what the hell happened? I almost thought he got attacked by a mountain lion, but he got attacked by a mountain.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea for me to take ibuprofen and drink because I started bleeding through my bandages. But hey, I got a good buzz. And a life buzz. My adrenaline was kicking. But, alright, we got a great episode today. Looks like for Fantasy Draft, we're going to do best food and drinks on football game day. So I'll let you start.
All right, just because we're right around the corner, man, we didn't really have nothing going in. This is kind of last second. Hey, let's knock out the pot today, brother. So as Cam said, best food or drinks on a football game day. I mean, for me, I'm a big snacker. I love food. I love football Sunday or football Saturday. But you really can't go wrong with a nice cold beer when it's game time at night.
I think I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, you probably are.
Alright, well, I'm going to go opposite of beer. I'm just going to go with a long drink.
Oh, okay.
Because I could crack that up at 8 in the morning. I don't do it though, obviously.
Not until the Michigan game.
Yeah.
Shout out Cam going to the Michigan-Texas game. It'll be the biggest game of the year, possibly.
Yeah, shit.
All right, so besides beer, nothing screams football more than a nice pizza from wherever you want to get it. Domino's, even throw in Jack's Pizza, or even a Little Caesars. Get yourself a pizza for the good old football day.
I'm gonna go with shit. I'll just go with some boneless wings. A nice big old bucket of ranch.
Boneless wings plus the ranch. You can't ever forget the ranch.
No. Anyone that likes blue cheese, I'm sorry, but you're weird.
I'm gonna say this because Shelby made it for me one time last year. I think the Lions were playing the Broncos, maybe, so it was a late night game.
Yeah.
She made some bussin' nachos.
Ooh. Alright, I'm just gonna go with. Can't forget your vegetables. Just the vegetable tray.
The vegetable tray?
Yeah, the carrots and the fucking celery with the ranch obviously in the middle.
Yeah.
That shit always makes you feel a little healthy.
No, that does. That's a really good pick right there, brother. Because I was thinking the same thing, kind of along the lines. But my next pick, let's go with some buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
No.
Alright, for my fourth one, shit. I'm trying to think what else you could eat. Fuck. Alright, what about what is it called? The Hawaiian rolls of fucking ham?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you just put Hawaiian rolls by itself.
No, yeah. That's all we used to eat.
That's all we used to eat. I mean, I still eat that shit when it's available.
Yeah.
That's a good
Those
one.
are fucking good.
Alright, for my last pick, let's see. After a long day drinking and eating, if it's a late night game, you're sitting there, you're a little buzzed, you're all full from the pizza, you need to finish out the day with a nice cold water.
Yeah, water helps.
Yeah.
Water's a good idea. Thanks for the hat, Hudson.
you do that. Nice.
Alright, so that wraps up the fantasy draft. Football season's coming soon. Go watch Hard Knocks. We're not sponsored, but we should be.
Should be facts.
But alright, quick little NBA talk. Team USA won gold. Luckily, because of my tragic accident, it's perfect timing. I was actually able to watch the gold game. Were you able to or no?
Yeah, I was able to watch. I was on vacation, but we did watch most of the game, so it was pretty good. And all I gotta say, man, Steph motherfucking Curry. We knew it. We called on the pod that he would have a game where he blows up. The past 2 games, we needed him to show up, and he did.
He did.
And that shit was awesome, man. Of course, we won the gold against France. It wasn't as competitive as the Serbia game because that game was fucking crazy. But, we're going to take the dub. But I will say, makes you really nervous, brother, for the future. I think Wemby's going to come win it either next Olympics, if not the next, because he's going to come dominate for the next 10, 15 years.
I mean, that was one he didn't really dominate, but he made a presence, so.
He did. And he's only 19, 20 years old.
He didn't play in, I think he did the math, 6 Olympics.
Holy shit.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, Katie's about to get pretty close to that because he may play in 2028, but
He'll
we
be
can't.
old as fuck.
Yeah, we can't really count on him, so we gotta have the young guys step up, which will be interesting to see because it's gonna come to LA. I mean, we think about it, Tyrese and maybe Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum's gonna be the team to kind of scorch us in there. But do I trust him over Wemby right now? We'll have to wait and see.
I kind of hope Wemby does.
At this point in the game, yeah, because I mean, we're kind of growing with these younger guys. The old guys did what they need to do. KD, Steph, LeBron, they all showed up. So that was a good last hurrah. I wouldn't mind Wemby winning either. I would be okay with that.
Wemby is going to be a face, so might as well win the Olympics. But, yeah, Steph Curry, that's probably just like one player performance, the best performance I've ever seen by a single player. And my boy Hudson agrees. But those 3 threes or 4 threes in a row, especially that last one over 2 defenders, that was just a crazy amount of aura. That was Steph Curry at his finest moment. Hudson, you want to say something to the mic? Hudson agrees. Steph Curry, that's the best performance I've ever seen by one player ever. And everyone doing the sleep celebration, Carmelo freaking on the sideline like a hype man. But yeah, congrats to the Team USA winning gold.
I will have to say one more thing. I think you may have heard this or may not have, but I think after watching Olympics, it shows how, I wouldn't say incompetent, but incompetent how the Lakers and the Suns and the Warriors can't build around these 3 legends and win, especially the Lakers having LeBron and AD, with LeBron playing the way he has and barely sneaking into the playoffs the past couple of years. I get the Russell Westbrook experiment, but they should have ran off and won 2 or 3 titles with LeBron playing this way.
Yeah, I just blame Rob Pelinka. He signs the wrong people or they just get injured and don't play at all.
Right? I just, if I was Rob Pelinka, I would go all out and go do what you need to do. You don't need to hold on to that 7th grader in 2031.
No.
That pick. Get rid of that. Make some moves because you need to win. But I'm afraid that they missed their opportunity because they didn't get better or worse this past season. So we'll see if JJ Redick can change it with Dalton Connect and maybe Bronny James can make an appearance. But yeah, I would even say the same thing with the Suns. You have Devin Booker and KD. You bring over Bradley Beal, which I don't think is a good fit or works, but KD playing the way he is, they should be at least in the Western Conference Finals.
They should be.
Or contending for it, I should say. Because the West is hard, but you got to be contending with those 2 guys who played humongous roles in this Olympic experiment.
It was that big 3 that led the way.
Yeah.
And fuck it. Let's just get Steph Curry to the Lakers and KD to the Lakers. Let's see those 3. Even though they're older, and that we've seen this happen before, role players doesn't work out. I think those 3 just prove it would work out to happen right now.
Yeah, and they all complement their game all well together. So I think that would be awesome to have them do one last hurrah little tour. I will say, I do have a feeling that Steph and LeBron will play together eventually. When that may be or what time, I'm not sure. Could you see LeBron playing for the Warriors? I'm not sure. Will Steph Curry leave the Warriors and go to the Lakers? I'm not sure, but I do see them playing together at some point, just to give it one kind of run. Having the rivalry for 4 years, talking shit back and forth, like almost not liking each other, to teaming up and realizing how great they could be playing in this run. I can see it happening, and I think it could happen.
Yeah, they're definitely best friends now.
Exactly, and I'm fine with that. It's cool seeing the guys. I mean, that was our legacy growing up, them playing in the finals every single year. They're the 2 greatest players of this generation. KD's probably the 3rd.
Yeah.
So seeing them all come together and win for the Avengers and Team USA is awesome, and I loved every second of it.
Speaking of how you said like the Suns should be in the Western Conference Finals, let's give a shout out to Devin Booker.
Shout out Devin Booker, the Michigan man.
I didn't really like him at first because I thought he cried a little bit.
Yeah.
But he fucking played defense. He's actually fucking good.
Yeah, and he missed a couple of shots, but when he needed to hit it, especially in that Serbia game, he came up and hit a big 3 in the end. Or
he started every time.
Yeah, he started every time. He D'd up. He knew his role because this big thing, how these roles work. Shout out to Jason Tatum being a bitch crying, but it's like, dude, you're not going to play over Kevin Durant and LeBron James. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
So, yeah, shout out Devin Booker. He played the role, and now he's a gold medalist.
All right, yeah. Shout out to fucking Team USA.
Shout out Team USA. All right, you ready? Let's get into this hot take season. NFL season's about to start. Hopefully, you have a couple of mine you've been thinking about. Let's just get into it, bro. What are some hot takes you have for this season? It could be anything. It could be player-wise, coach-wise. Any hot takes that you want to elaborate on that you think could or could not happen?
I believe that Trey Lance will start for the Cowboys this season.
Wow. Okay. Elaborate on it. Why do you think that'll be?
Dak Prescott wants his money, and he's obviously not getting fucking paid, or Jerry Jones doesn't want to fucking pay him at all. Hasn't even said anything about it. Doesn't even seem like he wants the team anymore. So either they get rid of him, or Dak just wants to sit out. And we said this last year. We liked that trade.
Yeah, he played in the preseason game. Didn't look too well from what I heard. I didn't watch the highlights at all. But yeah, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, if he's not gonna get paid his money, Dak's gonna get paid this offseason. We saw what Kirk Cousins just got, and I would say at this point in time, Dak's better than Kirk Cousins. He's a little younger. Someone's gonna go pay him. If it's the Raiders, could be.
Oh, the Raiders would be nice.
I think
Devontae.
Yeah, the Raiders are the only team I can really think about. As Hudson putting his milk on your head.
That's Hudson.
Yeah, I like that. I think that could very well possibly happen. Especially that CD's still out. Micah's got to get paid. It's like, what are they gonna do? You know.
But yeah, that's the one I can think of right now.
All right, well, I'll just elaborate on that one as well. I'd say that the Cowboys will miss the playoffs this season.
You know how funny that'd be?
I think it's possible. I don't think they got very much better. They got younger on the offensive line. They're healthy, but I just don't see them making the playoffs. I just don't know how they will be, and nope, don't touch that. Well, I just don't think they're good. I think they got worse last season. They lost some people on the line. They got younger, but we'll see, bro. That's what I think. What do you think about the Cowboys missing it?
Yeah, I could see because the Eagles will probably win the division. Commanders are coming up soon.
Right.
Maybe not this year, but give them 2 years. But NFL, they're going to be a team that makes the playoffs, and then next year they simply dog shit. It's the one league that they could flip just like that.
Right. No, I agree. Is there anything you think of right now off the bat, or should we save this for a different topic, different time?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, Chiefs are going to do a three-peat.
Oh, you already think Chiefs are three-peating?
Yep. I think they're going to start off really slow, though. Probably lose their first 2 games.
Yep.
And then, it's in the home thing, just like Brady.
Right. Okay, I like that. I think a hot take for me, every team in the AFC North can make the playoffs.
I could see it.
I just say that because, I mean, you need those, it's 3 wild card spots, so literally there's no other team that could make it, but if you look at it, the AFC West, the Chiefs are going to come out of that. AFC South, I think either Texans probably, maybe Jaguars, but I can see the Steelers being better than Jaguars. They got better defense.
And if Russ plays like Russ.
Right, exactly. Or, I'm trying to think, and then the last is the South East. I mean, Dolphins, Bills, but I mean, the Bills could have a little low. The Jets, you never know what the Jets is going on, so that's one of my takes.
I like it. Alright, now let's do some over and under. We're actually back to predicting fucking football games almost.
We're almost there, and once we get there, it will be awesome. Alright, so this is from DraftKings.
Alright.
I'm gonna do you and then me, and this is gonna determine who's better. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna do this and go. Alright, your Chiefs. Do they win more than 11 games this year? Their line's 11.5.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably 12 and 5, honestly. But yeah, over.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think they got better, so I'm going to go with the over as well. So they're probably going to go 12 and 5. Like I said, the AFC West, so they play the Raiders, Chargers, and who's the other team?
Raiders, Chargers,
Chiefs. Why am I blanking right now?
I'm too. Raiders, Chargers,
Broncos.
Oh
Yeah.
Fucking Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos are going to be dog shit. So
yeah, fuck Broncos.
yeah, I think it's very possible. You can easily go win 5 out of 6 games with that. How many they won? What? 11 last year?
Yeah.
The Chiefs. They won 11-6.
11-6 or 12-5. Yeah.
So I think they can do it again. So I agree with that. All right, next one, 49ers. Same thing, 11.5.
All depends on IU.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if Debo goes out, they always have IU play. He's probably the best fucking 3rd or 4th option ever. Because you have Kittle, you have Debo, and you have McCaffrey.
Right.
But it's still the 49ers, and they're just an offensive powerhouse. So I'm gonna say over.
All right. I can see it again. I'm also just going to rock with the over just because I think Ayuk is a big piece. They've drafted their rookie, Ricky Pearsall. Maybe he can do something if Ayuk does leave.
Oh, yeah.
But just McCaffrey, I think this is maybe their last ride to be good because, I mean, you're going to have to pay Brock Purdy next year.
Yeah.
Trent Williams is getting older, left tackle. George Kittle's getting another year older. Their whole defense is getting a year older. So I think it's maybe the last year that they should go and try to win this bitch. All right, next we got the Panthers. You know, a team that was underwhelming last year, but their line is 5 wins, 5.5. You think they're going to go over or under 5 wins? This is a tough one. It's a good number because I can see either way.
I'm going to say they're going to be under. They're going to be right at 5.
Okay.
I can see them going 5-12, which would actually be better than last year. So
right. And I'm going to go with over because I'm going to put faith in Bryce Young. They got more weapons. They got Xavier Leggett out of South Carolina. Got Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
And it's a weak division. I think the Falcons are probably the best team in that division, but I think they could possibly sneak. They may start off slow, but I think they can get 6 wins this year.
I hope they do for Bryce Young's sake.
Me too, because I mean we're both Bryce Young fans, and he just was kind of unfortunate last year, and they got 2 or 3 wins. I think 2 wins last year. So I can see him getting a couple more. This is an interesting one. I think this is pretty low for this team.
Yeah.
The Browns is 8-5.
Over.
Yeah, I don't know if we got to spend much time on that one. I just
think they'll at least get 9.
At least get 9. I mean, they want 8. Don't eat the styrofoam, you crackhead. Jeez. Sorry, you're gonna have a big chunk out of your styrofoam. Uh-oh, yeah, you did that. You can, I don't care. I think if Deshaun Watson can stay healthy, they're easily going to get 10 wins at least. Playing with Joe Flacco off the bench last year.
Yeah.
Bringing Jerry Jeudy, I think that's a better second receiver than they had last year. Amari Cooper's still there. Nick Chubb, if healthy, is going to be there. And Kevin Stefanski is a good coach, man. I think they can he can at least coach 8 wins out of the team.
Yeah.
Good defense player of the year, Myles Garrett. I think they're going to have over. All right, next one. The Steelers also 8-5.
Hey, that whole division's going to make the playoffs, so I'm going to say
It's tough
over.
one.
Mike Tomlin, I'm putting faith in the streak. I'm saying over.
Yeah, I'm gonna say over as well, just because I think that with the quarterback play they had last year, it's an upgrade with Russ or Justin Fields. And if they do get Ayuk, I think this is gonna be even bigger because they're probably still in the mix for him.
Ayuk, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, especially because they already have Najee, they have Freiermuth, they have George Pickens. Offensive line's pretty decent. Yeah, I think over as well because Mike Tomlin doesn't lose under that, so I think he's gonna be good. All right, next we got the Buffalo Bills at 10-5. Interesting team. They got younger, lost a lot of veteran talent. Do you think they can get 11 wins?
I'm gonna say no. I think they finished 10-7.
I was just gonna say I say under as well. They were 10-7 last year, and I think they're not as good.
Yeah, they lost the Diggs. They got to figure out the number 1 option.
I like Keon Coleman, but that's a lot to put on a rookie right now.
A lot.
So we'll see about that. It's a tougher division now that Aaron Rodgers is back as well.
Yeah.
Patriots, I don't think you can really sleep on. They're not going to be a good team, but I mean, they're always a tough out. So yeah, I'm going to go under as well. Now this one, Miami Dolphins, 9.5. What do you think here?
I feel like it's pretty low, honestly.
I think it's way low too.
That's over.
Yeah, I'm going over as well. I think. Hey, what? You want me to bring that down? Okay. I just think the Dolphins' offense is going to be unstoppable this year, like they were last year. Another year or two, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, they're going to be good, man. I think I might have a hot take.
Yeah, they'll be over. They had one of the highest powering offenses last year. They put up fucking 70. So, and like we said, that division got weaker, especially with Diggs leaving. You don't know how the Jets are going to be. Nice to the Patriots, they're still dog shit. So, that's easily over 9.5 wins from fucking DraftKings. But what's your hot take?
I think the Dolphins, if they're home, I think they could, 1, get the number 1 seed. 2, I think they can make it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's a fucking hot take.
I'm going to put that in there.
I could see it though.
Dolphins get
I mean, they lost to the Super Bowl champs, so.
And the Super Bowl champs, so I think if they were home, it would be a better game.
Yeah, and it's cold as shit. Like, imagine if they do have home field advantage.
That's why I think them losing, like, I feel like every season takes a step to the next year. So, like, the Lions losing the NFC Championship game is a reason that they did that, so they can take a step and go forward. Them losing not at home makes them realize we got to make sure we have a home playoff game. Blowing it that last week against Buffalo, that's why they got that seed.
Exactly.
So I think them wanting to push it more in the season, because like you said, they put up 70 last year. What's going to stop them from getting 50, 40 against anybody? You know what I
They
mean?
didn't lose anyone, so.
Exactly. And they gained some guys, so it's like defensively, so they're going to be studs, man. Next, Patriots, 4.5.
Shit. I'll say over. They get probably 5.
You like Jacoby Brissett, possibly Drake May at the end of the season?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And the Patriots, I just trust them still.
Yeah, they'll be better than people think, but I still think I'm going to go under just because they have a lot of unproven. They have Jalen Polk, the one rookie from Washington. He's probably going to be the number. They just let go of Juju, so they have no veteran receiver.
That's true.
New
coach.
We'll see how he does, but I'm curious how that's going to go as well. Next one, we got the Jets at 9.5. Now Aaron Rodgers healthy. No Hassan Reddick. Now wants to get traded after being traded there. What do you think about the Jets?
Stop. I mean, I thought they were pretty good without Rodgers last year. Right. And they proved a lot.
Hey,
Their
what?
defense was really good last year. So, man. I'm going to say they go over. I'm putting faith in that Achilles Aaron Rodgers.
There you go.
Probably 10 wins.
Hey, why are you screaming? Alright, you're going to go over?
Yep.
I'm going to go under. What? I don't know what you want.
But yeah. Fucking Jets.
I'm going to go under. If my son will allow us to say anything. Hey, why are you so grumpy? I'm gonna go under just because I think that I don't like Bob Sala. I don't like their coach. I think he's gonna blow it. They have a good defense. I like Garrett Wilson. I like Mike Williams. I think Aaron Rodgers will be better. I love Breece Hall. The more I'm talking about it, I'm actually gonna say over. I want to go under, but the more I talk about it, I think they'll get at least 10 wins.
I agree though. I don't really like their coach.
I don't either. I don't think he'll make it. Yeah. Hey.
You were. But yeah, next we got the Texans 9.5. I think that's easy. I'm saying over.
I'm gonna go over as well. They only are gonna got better with adding Danielle Hunter from the Vikings and getting Stephon Diggs, but probably the best wide receiver trio in the league.
Exactly.
CJ Stroud's only gonna get better a year later, so I'm gonna go over as well. Next one's gonna be interesting. The Colts at 8.5.
I feel like they always surprise us. They're just a good organization. I'm going over actually.
They were a dropped pass from making the playoffs last season against the Texans in the last week.
And Anthony Richardson should be healthy the whole year.
I agree. I love Anthony Richardson, especially in fantasy. If you have him in fantasy, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off and is top 5 quarterback because I like that. I shouldn't have told you that. Now I'm in a couple leagues with you, but I do like Anthony Richardson. I think they added A.D. Mitchell from Texas as another receiver to go with Michael Pittman Jr. Defensively, they got some dogs, so they have the best. They have the first defender off the draft, Latu out of UCLA.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully he does well for them. But yeah, I also like the Colts. Jaguars 8.5.
It has to be over.
Has to be over.
If it's not, they need to make some changes.
Yeah, they did make a couple changes. Their wide receiver room's going to look a little different this year. Calvin Ridley, bring over Gabe Davis.
Oh yeah.
We'll see how he does. He's a very interesting player. One game will go off for 3 touchdowns, 7 catches. The other game he won't have any catches.
And every year I always fucking have him in fantasy, and it always pisses me off.
Yeah, he always pissed me off too. That's why I always faded away from him. But we'll see about the Jaguars. I'm actually going to go under. I think Trevor Lawrence will play well. I think Travis Etienne. I think fantasy-wise they'll do good. But I think it's a tougher division, man. And I just think that they may not win 8 games. They may only win 8 games. They may go 8-9 in my opinion.
That's true.
All right, next we got the Titans at 6.5. Sneaky team. I wonder what they're gonna look like with Will Levis, adding over Calvin Ridley with D Hop. Brand new coaching staff. What do you think about the Titans?
Oh man. I'll say they go over 7 wins.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a new era basically, new excitement, like you just said. A lot of new addition, especially the coaching staff. So yeah, I'll say over.
And they got Tony Pollard as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, because their other running back with the Titans, they don't have Derrick Henry, so it's a brand new offense. They ran out Derrick Henry for 10 years, it felt
Yeah,
like.
they did.
But they have Tajay Spears, who's their young number 32, who's not a decent back, so it's going to be the 1-2 punch. I'm going to go under because I think they may only get 6 wins. Coming out of the draft, I never believed in Will Levis, and I don't know if I still do yet. I got to get proven before I do.
Yeah, I don't believe him, but NFL's a crazy league.
It is, and we're saying this now, and we're going to look back and be like, wow, why did we say that or say this? I just think we'll be like, what the fuck? All right, next, our favorite team and our favorite coach of all time, Sean Payton, the Denver Broncos, 5.5 wins.
They might actually go over, but I just fucking hate them, so I'm going to say under.
Under. I'm going to go over, actually. I think they'll start slow as well, like I said, another team earlier. But I think they may win. I like Bo Nix, man. He played pretty well in the preseason game.
Sure.
So I think he may sneak a couple wins in and at least get 6 wins. They're a young team, rebuilding, but still fuck Sean Payton.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next one. Another interesting one, man. The battle of the unknown. The quarterback position, you either have Gardner Minshew or AOC, Aiden O'Connell, the Raiders at 6.5. Remind you, they went 8-9 last year down the stretch with AP.
Yeah, so after watching that receiver show, I binged it.
You did binge it?
I fucking love Devontae Adams.
Oh, yeah.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, you can see and feel his frustration in that.
And so, just because of that and how they turned it around so well, they're coming off a good high from the last season,
Yep.
and in the locker room a good high.
Right.
So,
right.
I'm going over. I feel like it's just good for football if the Raiders are good for some reason.
No, I agree. They have one of the oldest fan bases. The black and gold's iconic, or black and silver.
Yeah, in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. I was gonna be sneaky and say over as well with you, but I just like their team, man. Adding Brock Bowers as well. We gotta wait to see what he does. I mean, he's gonna kill it across the middle with Devontae.
Man.
It's just quarterback's the one question mark, and running back. Lose Josh Jacobs, but I mean, Antonio Pierce is a great coach. He turned that program around pretty quickly. Max Crosby's a top 10 player in this league.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really excited to see what the Raiders do. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I think they will obviously win more than 6 games.
I think I just became a low-key Raiders fan, even though they're in the division of the Chiefs.
Right?
I like the Raiders.
I know, I like them too. They're like that hard-nosed, like, grit, like, we'll see what fucking happens. I love fucking Raiders too. Like you said, Devontae, he became one of my favorite players now, just seeing how he is, and he's a really cool family man too. I really enjoy that.
And George Kittle. I think I fell in love with George Kittle.
Yeah, you have to.
He's
You can't deny him.
He's just so funny. He loves. God, he's just a good guy.
He's a good guy. He loves football.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't care if he's gonna have to block or have 2 catches. I mean, he just loves football. You can't not love the guy. All right, next team. Interesting, Jim Harbaugh, 8.5.
It's I don't know.
No wide receivers. They have Quentin Johnson still. They got Lad McConkey from Georgia. New running backs, no Eckler. No Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams.
I'm gonna say under because they are in that division with the Chiefs and the Raiders.
Yeah.
So, and it's the first new year. They're supposed to be going through some rough patches.
Right.
I'll go under.
I'm right in the middle, man. I can see them either winning 8 or 9 games. It's just like, what am I going to choose, 8 or 9? Because it's over under, you know. Because I can see, I'm gonna go under with you. I think they win 8 games. This is the first year of Jim Harbaugh. It's gonna take a year to get shit together. That's my opinion. Next, we got the Bears with Caleb Williams there, 8.5.
I think they could be really good, but Chicago has a bad history.
Right.
But I'm putting faith in the Nails, so I'm gonna go over.
You can go over?
Yep.
I like
They're
that.
the best division.
I think it is. NFC North is the best division by far. I'm gonna go under, just as a biased Lions fan. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just a biased Lions fan. I think they win 8 games. I think they'll be competitive. It may take them a week or 2 for Caleb to get used to some of the defenses. But once we start picking in games, and if the Bears have an easy schedule, then they could win that. But I'm just gonna go under right now. Lions 10.5. I think this is a little low as well. But yeah, I don't think we gotta spend too much time. This is my Super Bowl pick, just because I'm also biased. But
Look at 13 wins.
I think they could easily get 13 wins. It's a little tougher schedule. Playing the Rams first at home, but we'll see. We'll see when time comes. All right, Packers 9.5.
Over.
I'm gonna go over as well. I think they were like the Lions of last year, and I think they could be.
What, Hudson?
I think they could win a playoff game or two like they did last year. They're a good team, and they make me really nervous as a Lions fan because they got weapons all around. Jordan Love played well.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. The Dallas, or not the Dallas Cowboys, the Minnesota Vikings.
Stop.
Yeah.
Because of the bad news of JJ McCarthy, I'm going to give more bad news. I'm going to say under.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Sam Darnold. We've seen the Sam Darnold show before. Also, I shouldn't say RIP to JJ, but like RIP to the season for JJ. I was really excited. He looked good in the preseason game, made some good throws.
I saw a stat that said he'll be the first player ever to get drafted in the first round that early to miss his rookie year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy to see. I think, again, I think everything happens for a reason, so I think this will help him learn for a year,
Exactly.
which he needed. He needs to learn. He couldn't go out there and play, but him learning, so he can come back better next year. And also in the Lions division, I'm also going to say under, because again, I don't know. Sam Darnold's not bad, but we'll see. I'm very curious to see what goes on there. All right, Dallas Cowboys are next. They got 10.5.
Well, they're in this playoff, so under.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing under as well. I just don't think they're better than last year, and they weren't. They were good in the regular season, but lost obviously to the Packers. So I'm gonna go under as well. Giants 6.5. Did you watch the other Hard Knocks with them at all?
No, I was not interested in that.
Yeah, I was too interested in that, so I watched that, and I actually am gonna go over. I actually am a believer in Daniel Jones. I think he can be good. I think he can be good, man. I don't think he's gonna make playoffs good, but I think he's gonna be good with the league neighbors. They bring over Brian Burns with Kevon Thibodeau, Brian Burns of the Panthers. They added some good pieces, man. I think they could sneak and get 7 wins.
I'll agree with you. You convinced me.
Over. I just think they have something to prove. You know what? Actually, let me just say this off the bat. I believe in the Giants just because when the Lions and the Giants had the joint practice, and Daniel Jones went into the fight, he has something to prove. He wants to shut all the fuckers up, and I think he's going to do decent this year.
And he got a new beard. He looks good.
Yeah, he isn't Daniel Jones anymore. He's Dan Jones.
Dan Jones.
Dan Jones. That's his new nickname for the year.
I like it.
We'll see. He's going to have 2 different personas. If he's good, he's Dan Jones.
Yeah.
If he's bad, he's going back to Danny Jones or Daniel Jones.
Shit, that's another one. Danny Jones.
Yeah, Danny Jones. If Danny Jones comes out, then we're fucked. The whole league's fucked if Danny Jones comes out.
Shit.
Oh, God. All right, here we go. The Eagles, 10.5. What do you think?
I'm going to say over. They should be one of the favorites.
I think so, too. I think they can easily get 11, especially if we think the Cowboys are going to be done. I think they are going to do well. Commanders at 6.5.
I'm going to say over.
I like Jane Daniels, man. I think they have a good team. I like Dan Quinn coming over. They bring over Bobby Wagner from Seattle to come play defense. I like over as well.
I like Daniels.
I like Terry McLaurin. They bring over Austin Eckler. Who knows what he can do over there, but I like that as well. Falcons 9.5 with Kirk Chains.
I'll say over.
Hot take, I'm going under. I think they may win 9 games.
Yeah.
Do I actually believe that? I don't know. I just kind of want to disagree with you. But this could be a team where I think they could maybe go 9-8. Just depends on the health of Kirk. If he does well, I mean, they should be over, but we'll see when he comes up. Saints at 7.5.
I feel like that's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Do you trust Derek Carr? Do you trust what they're doing? You got Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara again. I mean, they got old really fast. They still have Teron Matthew and Cam Jordan on defense, but their receiving core is not the sexiest. Taysom Hill's still there. We'll see what he can do.
I feel like they just haven't made a change.
Right? They're always consistently good, though.
I'm going to say over.
You're going to go over?
Yeah, I'm a Derek Carr fan.
You are?
Yeah. I wish he would have stayed at the Raiders.
Yeah, I think it's all Josh McDaniels. You want to get him out of there. I'm going to go under here just because I think this is the year that their coach, Dennis Allen, gets the boot, and they got to make a new coaching change, plus quarterback change. Not that Derek Carr will be bad, but I just think he may need a new scenery. This is year 2, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Bucks. I think this is low, 7.5.
Over.
I think it's an easy over. They bring everyone back. They did the 1-year rental of Baker. He signed a 3-year deal. Re-signed Mike Evans.
That's his team.
That's his team, man. He took it over, and they're good. I mean, they were in the divisional playoffs. They were a couple plays away from being in the NFC Championship game if they beat the Lions.
Yeah, they put up a good fight.
Yeah, so 7.5 I think is super low. I think they could easily get that. Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray healthy. Marvin Harrison Jr., 6.5. What do you think about them?
I think they're going to come swinging and they're going to get over.
Yeah, I was also going to try to sneak in and say that they're going to go over as well. But I think they would, man. I believe in Kyler Murray. He's a good quarterback. He played well when he came back last year. I just think they're a decent team. They could sneak. They were winning games at the end of the season. They beat the Cowboys early with Josh Dobbs, and then they were beating teams at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think they can get at least 7. All right, Seattle Seahawks. We're getting to the final 4 teams. 7.5. This is an interesting number.
I don't know. Like, Seattle's always been a good franchise, but it's a whole restart.
Right. Still got Geno Smith. Can Geno Smith be the player he was 2 years ago when they made the playoffs?
Still got DK.
Still got DK, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett. Defensively, they lose Bobby Wagner.
They got Walker still.
Yep, they still got Ken Walker.
I'm going to go over.
You're going to go over?
It's tough, though.
I'm going to say under just because I think this may be Geno Smith's last hurrah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he plays good, they can do it. And Ken Walker's still there. Like you said, he could be good. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think he's a good receiver, but I still think they go under with the new staff, and we'll see what happens there. The Ravens, again, I think a low, but 10.5, yeah.
Yeah, they're over.
I mean, we talked about this when the Derrick Henry move happened. They just need to run read option all day, and they're not going to be stopped, so over. And I think they're coming for vengeance, making it to the championship game last year. I think they're going to come for blood and be better this year. All right, now we got the Los Angeles Rams at 8.5 wins.
Over. I believe in Stafford.
That's all I got. That's all you have to tell me too. Over as well. I believe in Stafford. I think he's going to be a dog, and they're going to make the playoffs. I would love to see Stafford win another ring. That'd be pretty dope. But let's wait till after the Lions win.
Yeah.
Because then Puka Nakua's coming back. Blake Corum coming from Michigan, playing with Kyron Williams. Yeah, I love the Rams.
Cooper Kupp will be healthy.
Cooper Kupp healthy. Yeah, they're going to be a nasty freaking team. Bring over Tre'Davious White to play cornerback for them from Miami. Yeah, they're a good team. All right, last team for the over and unders, getting preview for the NFL season. The Cincinnati Bengals, healthy Joe Burrow. No Jamar Chase in camp yet, but 10.5 wins.
Over.
I think wins. If Joe Burrow can stay healthy, which I think he can and should, yeah, they're easy over Super Bowl team possibly. Last year, T. Higgins probably. They're going to go out with a bang. So that's all the over-unders. We'll see what happens throughout the season. Obviously, we can push this down the line. To wrap up this pod, or getting close to wrapping up, who is your Super Bowl pick from the AFC to the NFC score and teams?
Chiefs Lions. And Chiefs are going to win by 1.
Win by 1. So what are you saying, 28-27?
Yeah. It'll be just like last year, first game of the season.
Yeah.
But Chiefs, because they got new wide receivers, they will make a catch.
And they will pull it out. You think that your Chiefs are winning 3 straight in a row?
They got to make history somehow.
That's true. I think they're hungrier than ever to do it as well. But my Super Bowl pick, I am a homer, and I think this is their best chance. Is Lions versus. There's so many teams that it's hard to go against the Chiefs, and I'm going to go against the Chiefs.
We got Ravens, Bengals, Texans, maybe the sneaky pick.
I'm keeping with my team. That I said earlier, I'm going to say the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, damn! This could be the best NFL season ever. I feel there's so
really
many different
could.
teams that could surprise us.
I think so too, and I think that the Lions will win 23-20. I just trust. I don't even care who the Lions play. I just think this is their year. They've finally been building steps. Everyone's hungrier than ever to go win this bitch. Lions Super Bowl champions, and if they don't, I'll be crying. But I'm excited for the season. I think we're about 3 weeks away, getting close to 3 weeks away from the games, and then college starts next weekend.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Well, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Say the Lions do make it, but they lose.
Yeah.
Or they don't even make it. What do you do next season?
Depends on what happens, man. It's hard to tell. I think.
Do you move on from Goff? I mean, you just signed him.
Yeah, you probably can't with that contract. I think Jared Goff is good. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. He's not the most athletic. I personally like an athletic quarterback, but he can place the ball where it needs to be. He puts the ball in stride. That's why Amon-Ra and St. Brown and Laporta, or Amon-Ra, you know what I meant. They all can get the ball in stride and can make plays. I think Jared Goff's a good quarterback. If I have to say there's a reason why we lose, I'm just going to say it's the young secondary. We got a really young secondary in Terrion Arnold. Carlton Davis is older. Ennis Rakestraw.
Yeah.
I think we may get burnt. If we especially play the Dolphins, like we may get burnt. That may be why we lose. But if we play the Chiefs, maybe the same thing. Maybe Patriots. I think offensively, if they don't win the Super Bowl, I think someone's going to get hurt from that offensive line because the offensive line is studs. But let's say Penei Sewell goes down, Taylor Decker, you ain't going to get very far with them because our backup offensive line is dog shit. I watched the preseason game and that was awful. They couldn't block for shit. So
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be any coaching change. I don't think it's Jared Goff. If they lose Super Bowl, they don't get there. It'll be offensive line problems or secondary problems like again last year.
They got a young team though. Gibbs is young. Williams is young.
Yeah.
St. Brown's still young.
Yeah, they
Laporta young.
Hayden Hutchinson young. I mean, I think Penei Sewell's only 23 years old.
Yeah, they got time.
No, yeah, they got plenty of time. I just think you're gonna have to pay all these people. Brian Branch even
You're gonna
too.
lose someone.
You're going to lose someone. So this is the year that you have to get it done before you have to start paying everybody. 'Cause they already paid St. Brown, paid Penei Sewell, paid Goff. You're going to have to pay Hutch. You're going to have to pay Brian Branch when he comes there. You're going to have to pay Gibbs. You're going to have to pay Laporta. Like, you're not going to be able to afford everybody.
Yeah, you gotta win now when they're under the rookie contract still.
Exactly. All right, let's see. We're wrapping about 40 minutes. Is there anything else you want to do? You think that's it for this episode, brother?
I think that's it. That's a good little quick NFL episode.
Yeah, good little quick NFL episode. When you hear back from us, maybe some more NFL news may happen. Probably no NBA. We don't have any NBA besides the Cup that did their schedule, but I didn't see what happens there.
Nothing crazy.
Olympics are over.
NBA's kind of dead right now.
NBA is dead right
It's
now.
NFL time.
Yeah, but it's NFL
It's
time.
football time, baby.
It's football time, and we'll come back at you with some more crazy shit next week. So appreciate everyone listening today, and go like and follow us on all social media platforms, and make sure you go like these clips. We've been doing pretty decent on those, I think.
Yeah, we're doing decent.
We're doing decent. So I appreciate everyone listening, and shout out everybody.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See ya.
See you.